The same, just the scenery rolls out below you, and it's just an absolute fabulous way to see the country. But then it's also vacation, so we have everything set up. It's all inclusive. What I say to people is, you get yourself to the starting point, whether it be Perth or Brisbane or Toronto. I'll meet you at the airport, and we take care of everything else after that. So people get to really relax.
Well, that's really good. But do you, like, my favourite thing about going to foreign countries is seeing all the different animals they have here. Because in Britain, it's a bit boring. Like, we've got great little animals, but do you get to see a lot of the wildlife when you're out there?
Oh yeah, well that's kind of hit and miss, because it depends on the luck of the draw, if you will. But sure, one of the things I like to do, take advantage of the fact we're flying by small aircraft. And we don't go to the major cities, we go to the small remote places by and large. So we are getting to places that most tourists don't get to. And what I like to say is, when you've been on one of our tours, you will have been to places that most of the locals have not seen. And in fact, some places we go to, some of the locals have never heard of them. And I'm continually introducing people who think they know their own country to new and interesting places.
And what's the reaction of people when they get to go on these pretty exceptional trips? What kind of reactions do you encounter?
Well, the most common reaction I get is it exceeded their expectations, and I'm quite happy with that, because I don't want it the other way around. But it's really hard to convey how fantastic these trips are. When I put them together, I want people to feel that they get a real taste for the country. One of the feedback comments I got from one of my customers, and I was really flattered by it, it said I brought them the true spirit of the country. And that's the feeling I try to get, allow the people who take our tours to actually feel the country. It's not about seeing it through a window, it's about really feeling and saying, I understand this country better, I just love it.
So why do you think that someone would be better off, or would have an heightened experience of flying around on one of your tours to as perhaps going by more traditional means of driving around?
Well, certainly the time saving is significant. On any of our tours, if you could do them by land, would take at least 3 times the time. And we get a bird's eye view, which is very unique. And we get to places that for instance, on a couple of our tours, you can't get to that place except by air. It's a private island with a resort. And
sounds beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite spots to go to.
Crystal clear water,
oh,
sand, just sunshine.
Beautiful.
Oh, I want to get out of this weather. But you said that people can actually fly themselves as well.
Yeah, if you're a pilot, our standard configuration is 2 people in a 172. So one of whom is a pilot. They can both be pilots, and if you are a pilot, you are P1, you're pilot in command. There's no safety pilot. So once you're in that cockpit and you take off, you are pilot in command. There is a lead plane to provide support. The lead plane will consist of a local CPL and a tour director, usually myself, and we take care of all the logistics. So we take away that morning work of checking the weather, preparing the flight plan, submitting the flight plan. All that's done when people come down for breakfast. We give them a briefing on the day, and then off we go. So really they get to relax.
Yeah, you just get to do the best bit of flying, which is getting up there. None of the preparation, none of the working things out. Just go to some pretty amazing places.
Yeah, and we go to places that, for instance, on the Canadian tour, I've got 13 UK pilots coming over for a September tour, and our lead pilot, who has a fabulous cottage on a lake in northern Ontario, he and his wife are doing a dinner for us.
Lovely. You can't get much better than that, can you?
You can't get no, I mean, just the personal touch, and that'll be absolutely fabulous.
Well, it's certainly something that I would love to do when I do get my private pilot's license. I most certainly wouldn't mind flying myself around Australia and Canada.
We're happy to have you.
Thank you very much. And thanks ever so much, Claire. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you.
Okay.
We are going to be back in just a second.